About your guys, the way they were able to gather themselves in the third after what was a rough second?
Yes, we played the right way in the third period, not in the second. So we get the lead for nothing. We can't be sniffing, thinking offense and only offense against a team that their transition game's pretty good. So we had an honest chat after the second period, and the guys they played the right way in the third.
Was it an angry intermission? Was it just a more focused intermission? What was the mood there?
It was an honest chat. No, it was. You know what? We scored those 4 goals, and there's a way to play those games. So you have to lead by 2, you have to lead by 3, and we would think that we've learned, but we wanted 5, 6, 7, which I like, but there's a way to do it. And to do it, it's not to be on the wrong side of the puck all the time and hoping that the puck will come to you. And that's what we saw in the second period. So that's what we talked about. Again, they responded well. I mean, it's when you look at it from different perspectives there, we won the first, we won the third, they won the second. So that's another angle. But I liked how they regrouped after the second period and how they played in the third.
Tarasov seemed anxious to get back to his teammates. Was there any question that he was going to go back in and get a chance to finish this off?
Well, I didn't know, so he got a stick in the face. I didn't know if it was in his eye at the time behind the bench, so a big concern there. But then Mike came and talked to me, and he was fine. So he wanted to come back, and he came back. He played well, really well.
How much do you like the way that he was able to come back and play this game? Just his overall performance. This is one of the better ones that he's had in the last few starts.
Yes, he was solid. I thought he was good in the first period. There was a few breakdowns in the first that he did a real good job. And then that wrist shot, the first goal against, that was a real good shot. Our gap wasn't necessarily right, so it may look weak, but it wasn't. I thought he was really solid.
Certainly, what happened in the second doesn't hinge on one play or one player's decision. Kuraly scores that goal. You guys are rolling, and then off the ensuing face-off, there's a fight.
Yeah.
Would you rather, Olivier, maybe turn that one down in future circumstances?
I understand his role. I don't understand that he doesn't play a whole lot. I guess the result of that fight, if Olivier gets beat up, may switch the momentum, but I don't think that was the issue there. They're doing a job out there, and he wants to stay in the lineup. He knows that's part of his role. You know what? I don't think that's a turning point. I think our mindset was offense, and a bit of a shinny hockey mindset. And I'm not disrespecting our players whatsoever. It was just like two young teams going at it and trying to create more to win this league. You got to play the right way, and we did.
When you guys are leaving the ice after the second period, they're going in for that second intermission, if there was some anger among the players or whatever, is that a good thing? Is it time for them to be angry or beyond time about this stuff happening?
They've been angry more than once. Yeah. It happens. Right. You guys don't know about it, but there's been some angry players, some angry coaches, some angry full team. No, it happened a lot. Not a lot. It happened before. And today there's a time to be angry, and there's a time to understand what's going on and to learn. And hopefully, like I said after the game to our team, hopefully today is a real good learning curve, because we've played the right way in the third period, which we didn't necessarily in the second.
In building off that, what you just said there, and it's not weird to say, I know, but the timing of this meltdown or whatever, like losing the lead in the second period, leaves you a full period to kind of make up for it.
Gives us a chance to regroup. Gives us a chance to regroup. But having said that, we go to California, win 2 games out of 3. It's a pretty good road trip.
Johnny, Sean was in here talking about, it's not how we played in the first, how we played in the second. It's a whole game thing. And how important was it for you guys to find a way to gather yourselves and win this game?
Yeah, I had a great first, kind of a sloppy second, and then found a way to battle in the third and come away with a win. So ups and downs throughout the game. Obviously, they're going to give us their push there in the second. Kind of fell apart a little bit, but I like the way we responded in the third.
How much were you fueled by what had to be anger in that second period, that second intermission that drove you in the third period?
Yeah, I mean, it was more just, calm down here and, play the way we know how to play like we did in the first, and we'll be fine. And I think that's what we did.
Danny being able to come back the way he did, what did that say to you guys, and how inspiring was that?
Yeah, it's awesome. We love Danny. He's went through some crazy injuries and surgeries, so felt bad that one snuck in there on him 'cause he went right down there when he got hit. But came back in the third and played great for us, kept us in that game, and I was happy for him.
And finally, on your goal, did you have to pause for a minute, look around, make sure there wasn't going to be a review?
No, I think that I knew that one was in. I was actually trying to pass the whole way. The guy kind of just took Boone away pretty much the whole time, and I had a little breakaway and found the net, so it was a nice little relief.
When that horn sounds at the end of the second period, what was the feeling like leaving the ice?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the boys weren't happy with the way we played. I mean, but I think we responded. I think I'm happy with the way we responded in the third. I mean, obviously, we knew they were going to push in the second after a good period in the first, and we got to try to find a way to play with teams when they're pushing to fight back. And but they fought back. They tied it up. We found a way to win it in the third.
I know it sounds like a weird way to put it, but with that happening in the second period, you've had these things happen, but they've almost always been in the third. You had a whole full 20 left. You guys kind of can you look at that at intermission and say, hey, we got a whole period left?
Yeah, it was obviously different scenarios the past. But yeah, I mean, boys knew we had a lot more in the tank, and we knew we didn't play a good second period there. We came back out hard in the third, all four lines, and the D and Terry, and we fought back together as a team, and it was great to see that.
I know we've been saying this for a little while now, but I mean, the way you guys come out in some of these games and get these big leads, I mean, do you feel like this team is close to kind of turning a corner? But then you have the other stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean, we just, everyone collectively, starting with myself, we all need to be better throughout a whole 60 minutes. And, hopefully, we can learn from a few of these things that we've been going through this season. But yeah, like I said, I was happy with the way we responded, but and we got to try to find a way to play full 60.
Did you realize that all the times you've played here, that was your first goal in this building?
Was it? No, I didn't know that. Played a lot of playoff games in here too. Wow. So, that's nice to see. Yeah. I didn't know that. No. Cool.
Check mark.
Yeah, there we go.
Daniil, quite a night for you. You're kind of cruising along there. I know that you gave up 2 before the injury, or 1 actually. What happened on that play?
It was like the ball in front of me. Like I tried to save the puck, and it was like some of the high stick, and it was happened pretty quick. Like I can actually see with these the right eyes, and I just dropping down and was going to the bench, trying to check if everything is fine. Like Doc says, nothing with the eyes. So yeah, I'm just happy to back and help the guys in the third.
Yeah, so it just went through your mask and got you in the eye a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit hole there, so yeah. It happens sometimes, so yeah. It's like the game moment. I mean, nobody considering that, so yeah.
Part of goaltending, obviously, is anticipating when shots are coming. Did you know, right before that happened, that McTavish was over there, that he was going to shoot? He was lining up?
Not true. It was I don't know, did it hit me or the guys in front of me? It was happened really quick. I just heard the sound, it was some play, and then the horn, oh my god.
Yeah. So you just wanted to get off as quickly and then get fixed and come back. How glad are you to be able to come back in the third and play as well as you did?
Yeah, I was really excited. It's kind of emotional moment. Yeah, you they scored 3 in a row, and just it's not fair. The Elvis, he was really cold. Was not our the best play in that moment in the second, and like just try to back in the third, like, and help the guys like make some saves and like let them know like I'm behind and they should go like the offensive and score a couple.
Are you used to seeing the team come back this strong?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it was really disappointing in the second period. It was really bad. Like actually, like the second half of the second, and everyone was like huge motivated. Like deserve like this win. I think it was really good trip for us. Actually, like we were 2 out of 3 on this Californian trip. So yeah, it was like huge win, and I think we need like build momentum from this.
What was it like in here in the second intermission?
It was not really aggressive. I would say like it's not really high emotion. Everyone understand we got some couple of the same nights, you know, like before, and we just need to learn from it. And I think we did a really good job.
Sean, certainly not the way you drew it up, but you guys found a way in the third.
Yeah, we thought we played a good first period, and second period not so much, and third period kind of back to the way we know we can play. So I guess it's a lot easier to learn when you end up winning. So let's hopefully we can take that into account, that we can still learn a lesson and win a game at the same time.
How fueled were you by the way that second period finished in the third? I mean, how much did that drive you guys?
Well, I don't think we're very. I think we've got a little bit more pride than that. That just continues to. It's happened, you know, we think too many times, and definitely too many times. And as a group, sometimes just maybe gets a little personal. And you know, lucky we played it the right way. Sometimes you can play it the right way and it doesn't go your way. But tonight it did, and we're happy to get the win.
Pretty impressive the way Daniil came back in there after getting hurt and coming back out and finishing the job.
Yeah, we needed him, and kudos to him for coming back in and standing tall in the third period. We needed him, so it was a good game.
In a weird way, were you kind of fortunate that even though it happened in the second period this time, which gives you time to kind of collect your thoughts and you have a whole 20 minutes left?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if we're thinking that much into it, but like, it is disappointing to have a period like that. Yeah, it wasn't the third period this time, but we would have been happy going in that third period 4-0. So I think that's the mindset we're going to take forward. Is like we're going to go into the third period 4-0, and they've got to make plays to get behind us, and they're going to have to make a bunch of plays to get behind us and get to our goal. And you just got to make it hard on them. It's boring, and it might not be the most fun period I ever play, but when we start winning games and we can pile wins together, I think we're going to have a lot more fun.
By this point, with that the trend or whatever, is there anger? Is it anger at this point when it happens?
Yeah, I think you could say that. I think there's anger, there's frustration, and you got to channel it the right way, and hopefully we can continue to channel it like we did tonight in the third period from now on in 60 minutes. I mean, I don't think we're talking first period, second period. We're just playing a full 60 minutes. It's 5 minutes at a time, line after line. We don't care what period it is. We just got to play. We got to play our brand of hockey, and the hockey we know we can play.
Can you say a little bit about what you guys did after last night's game to come out so strong tonight?
I think, well, we're a pretty darn young team, so a back-to-back, I mean, it's just, you know, for us, we should be full of energy and full of life, and we don't really, I think, look into using that as an excuse. And if it's ever a time for us to play with a hand up, it could be coming into a back-to-back with such a young team.
How tempting was that open net for you in the third?
You know what, Dave? I've gotten tempted before, and you know where it usually ends up, in the back of your own net. So get off the ice and let Booner go, and you know, albeit happy. It's I don't know if I've been in that position for a long time, but we're happy to get the win.